what is your thoughts on them banning the third-party tools on stream? Oh, the Final Fantasy Online stuff. I tweeted about it. I think Desperatus had a really good video on it, if that's how to pronounce his name, his YouTube channel. I get it, and I think that even like the idea of talking about damage meters and promoting that, I think that they are attempting to sculpt the culture, and I don't necessarily believe that it's a bad thing, simply because I go back to what I've said before about it, which is like, success is thy proof, right? Like there's obviously something going on in Final Fantasy, in its culture and in its community, that other games don't have. And there is a very strong reinforcement of the fact that you're not here just for your own enjoyment. You're here to also be part of this thing. Therefore, you're also being somebody else's enjoyment. And kind of the social, reinforcing the social contracts that entails, that this feels consistent with, right? Damage meters have always been very much in the gray area. Cheating mods, go after them, destroy them. I don't give a shit, right? If it lets you give some sort of advantage because of it, I don't like it. If it's damage meters, I think that is something that should be able to exist, and should be able to be talked about internally. It should be allowed to be an underground thing, but not in somebody's face. And if they choose to make it so that streamers and other content creators can't even discuss damage meters, I think that gets a little bit awkward, because there's so much of the meta analysis that is based on that, right? So where do you draw the line? Do you use the data but not explain how you got it? Do you mention the fact that you use damage meters but you don't teach people how to use them? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a delicate place to land in. It's an absolution. However, I believe that if they want to go this route, they absolutely need to carve out an exception for shader modifiers like G-Shade. It is absolutely unacceptable, or at least maybe they don't even need to carve out an exception. They can just like come out at some point and say, "Oh yeah, that doesn't count." Because the idea that people can't discuss, promote, or teach people how to use G-Shade is absurd. It doesn't hurt anybody. It makes everything look better. It's simply an improvement on their own engine. I strongly disagree that should be an underground thing. So there you go. As far as I saw from watching Zepla's video on it, it looked like the main people that were like complaining about getting banned were very obviously doing it, closer to the first side of things than the second.